There it is. So let's get started. We have not a lot to cover, 38 trades. So I really hope we're going to be able to do that in one session. So of course, again, make sure to try to get a mic. And if you have any questions, make sure to just type in the chat. I'm going to keep the chat open right here on my other screen so that I see if you type something. Okay, cool. Let's get started. So basically what I see is that you tested 9 trades on Euro, another 10 on GU, UCAT, Aussie USD, Euro Yen, GJ. You've basically tested them all. Very nice, very nice. So let's get started actually. Ah, shit, why do they appear like this now? Okay, so we basically have to open them one by one like that. Okay, that's gonna take some time. You also have notes, which I really like the notes, but yeah, I'm not sure why it does it like this. Usually it should appear like photos. Maybe for the future, Milhan, how you do this is you do not copy the link right there, but you click this copy chart image like that. And then when you go to Notion and when you just click Control V, it's gonna post the picture. So it's not gonna post the link like this. So maybe that's what you can do ahead in order to be nicer. So yeah, okay, let's get started. 4-hourly time frame, break of structure to the upside, pull back into 4-hourly OB, absolutely correct. I saw this in your notes as well. On the hourly time frame, we can see this big sell to buy, broke of structure, compressed price action. We have a liquidity gap right there. And this is possibly creating the high to take liquidity above this little range, mitigate something on the left, and then to push lower into potentially our long area. Now, what I see you do is you have an entry really down there. So let's see, but we already have some breaks of structure. Liquidity was taken. So I really agree with the long. You have your structure break. So yeah, if you could actually talk, I'm immediately going to ask you, why is your entry down there? We have structure breaks right here. So your entry should be somewhere right here. Okay, pullback, mitigation, continuation. But yeah, okay, let's see how you actually manage it. Maybe you have notes.
15.
Milhan?
Hello?
Yes, finally, bro. I think I hear you now. Let's try. Say something.
Because of that 15-minute OB.
Okay. Yes, but then why do you mark the structure breaks right here? Because yeah, if you mark them here, then that means that this should be your high low, and then you should take your entry from here. If not, then you say actually that it's compressed. So maybe this is not the structure break that you considered. Okay. And that is the 15-minute exactly, this indecision candle. In my occasion, I would have taken this. So just like pointing out the little things, I would have taken this indecision right there, because this is the one that actually broke the low right there. This one is, yeah, this one is the actual one that triggered the volume afterwards, the momentum. But yeah, your stop loss should definitely go below this week, which I think it is. Okay, so that is very good. And then yes, I can see a very, as you said, for example, okay, now I can see. So I'm not sure what the time of this one is. So my colors, usually this one is Asia, this one is London, this one is New York, but we can see that they're pretty much ranging. And then basically we had the sharp manipulation and a push back up, which is definitely kind of an aggressive entry, I would say. But of course you have your limit, it taps and then it starts going and hits a massive, wow, this was definitely news right here. Something happened in order to have such a massive wick and then such an impulse. This was definitely news, but of course you really got the move nice. After liquidity gap, price moved higher, and that is where the New York, exactly. So that was New York. The 5-minute price compressed possibly for another liquidity gap. Exactly. I'm definitely agreeing with this trade because I like your thought process on it. It's not just a random trade. I really like how you said the 15-minute OB. Just the structure breaks right here confuse me, because if this is a break, then we possibly expect this level. But of course, we manipulated lower, which was your overload level. Shouldn't trade after New York. I do agree. So I'm not sure if actually, if you traded this live, you would have been on the charts to take that trade. But of course, with backtesting, you can trade everything. So very good. Very good start, bro. Like 20% for the first trade, 20R. It's just massive. Okay, let's go again like this. Boom, boom, boom. Did I open this one?
But on live account, I won't get such return.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Always. Yeah. You're gonna take partials and you're probably gonna risk less. So of course, but the aim of this is just to test, just to execute the patterns, not really to look on the return. Because always, like, you can have a 200% return on back testing, but then you go live and you lose 10%. So it's always different. But the aim of this session is to recognize the patterns, which you do really good just for the first trade and from the trades that you send me in the chat. Okay, so I really like this one immediately. The market looks quite extended. There is the long that you took, beautiful move to the upside. And what I mostly like about this one, come on, where's my voice? Is that we had a range, the market manipulated above, and then we sharply broke structure lower. So I totally agree with this level. And if we ask ourselves, why did it react right here? Well, again, you see that you have this on the left, which is a full hourly OB, and the liquidity here, liquidity there. So everything was collected with sharp V-shaped formation. So I really like how it looks like on the full hourly. Hourly setup is even perfect. Again, range, manipulation, break of structure. Then you only have to find your entry. And this is the type 1 entry. This is basically seeing the setup, setting a limit, and letting it go. And there you go. Basically, yes. So the only thing that's I might comment on this one. Yeah, but I see your thought process right there, and I'm not going to ask you about it. Because, yeah, you spotted that whole 1 hourly OB, the yellow box, and then you have the 50-minute OB. So you made sure that you get involved into the trade from the hourly and you place your stop loss above the 50-minute. My only worry is that maybe price could actually come right here, maybe wick a little bit above and then go down because your major high is right here. But of course, this is the 15-minute and you trade from an hourly. So basically your stop loss is big enough already. So I like it. I like it. It's not the 1 minute, to be careful for any wicks. Very nice. And again, you can see Muhan, it's the same pattern that we saw on the hourly. Range, manipulation, we should expect down, pull back, and then go down. So let's see if that happens actually. There we go. We broke lower, we pulled back. Very wicky, but of course, if we spot like there should be some sort of a level right there, retested, went down all the way to break even. But yeah, this is not a break even at all. And then we hit TP, which is at the lows. Absolutely banger trade. I have no remarks on this one. Absolutely no remarks. This is a good idea. Exactly. Left in Asian range, liquidity grab. Should always take 50% partial when it reaches previous low. I was almost break even. Should pay myself first. Very good thoughts. Exactly. But how did it actually reach the low? Yeah, well, possibly you can take some partials maybe right here because this is where the move started. So possibly this, you can see that this was an OB. So we got a reaction first, but this reaction was just the cause for the pullback to mitigate here. Then we drop lower, then it reacts again. But yeah, possibly you can take, of course, some partials right there, but the target really makes sense because it's the low, because this is the lower high, lower low, lower high. So we should expect a new lower low. And as you can see, perfectly taps. So yeah, no, very good trade. Very good one. Okay. So far, so good. Very good, in fact. Let's see. What is this? Okay, this is the previous one. So we have only 1 hourly chart right there. Then we're going to this one. Then we're going to this one. Okay. So we reverse, and then you actually look for longs on this one. Okay. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's maybe slightly against the trend because again, we see a lower low break of structure. There is your trade, the short trade. Push lower, then you have this massive dump to the downside. Basically, it's about to create a lower low. So what you could have right there is little reaction, pullback, and then a continuation down. This is what I would expect, and I would focus more on shorts rather than trying to take a retracement trade like that. I really see how you actually approach it. You're more and I've seen from your messages that you send me as well. In fact, the GU trade, it really works out for you like this. You're really good at spotting like the extremes, and usually you're always gonna get a reaction from there. So I really think if you actually obtain this style of trading, you're gonna do really good because believe me, trading like this from the 15-minute, it's much less stressful. It's more relaxed. and it's going to be more profitable. Your win rate is going to be higher. While with the lower time frames, you got to take a loss, and then a win. But basically, if you take 3 losses, your win rate is again like very low. So yeah, this is a really good approach that you have. And there you go. Actually, as I told you, we had just a little pullback, then the market flushed. But very good that you went break even, which is perfectly fine. What I would have done in your case is to recognize that you're trading in a reversal or a retracement trade. So my TP would have been right here at this little range, which kind of, yeah, almost got tapped. And definitely in trades like this, I would also manage my stop loss, Milhan. So this could be something that you can introduce. Once the market breaks structure, you manage right there. Once it breaks again, you manage right there. Once it breaks again here, and then maybe you got stopped out right there. So that could be a little refinement right here. But again, really good and great management. Partial, so no, I don't. Yeah, so what happens to me? Tapped. Yeah, well, that is the mistake. Exactly. Again, pay yourself. I think you said this for the second time right now, so definitely you should start doing it. Okay, let's open. Okay, we're on the hourly again, same story. Yes, respecting from here. Wow, look at that. I do remember this price. This is, yeah, exactly, August. It was a really choppy market, really hard to read, but it had really nice opportunities. And again, so you basically look again to sell from the extreme. Let me see your thought process on it. So yeah, you basically spot all of that liquidity. You spot also probably some imbalance right there. There is your break-even trade, then the market pushes lower. Then, of course, yeah, this is New York open, so you have the manipulation. If I just look at it like this, for me, then this would become a level that I will then look for the market to tap inside and then maybe reverse. But I'm going to look on the lower time frame right there. But what we see is that the market very sharply went up, took out this high, and this high, and went into the highs right there. So let me see if you actually refined it on a lower time frame. So I see the hourly OB, but we already traded from this hourly OB and it came up again. And yeah, so you basically traded this little range, right? Or this little imbalance. Exactly, an equal highs, very equal highs right here. So yeah, this is why this trade worked out wonders. Yeah, I do remember this one. I do remember it. I think I was trying to do something right here, but I wasn't prepared for that drop right there. But really nice. New York open, sharp spike into the highs, and then a massive drop. And look at what happened later. Exactly. So,
and you regret after every drop.
What is it?
You regret always after drop.
Exactly, Milhan. Yes, then you're like, oh man, I wish I was in a short. I always do this. Exactly. I'm doing this today as well, you know. But yes, very nice. Again, I was gonna tell you that you need only one of those per month. This is big. This is really big, but very risky for some people down. Exactly. Was really tricky. It wasn't a bad trade. No, it's not a bad trade. It's just, again, your style, which I really like. I'm positive on this trade. It's aggressive. Exactly. I like the manipulation. I trade goes in there as quick. Exactly. Imagine you let this one run. Okay, so far, really good. I have absolutely no remarks, and I'm really, really happy with your progress and how you have absorbed everything. Okay, so we are, again, first thing that I see is that you're trading against the trend again, which is of course perfectly fine. And the market has dropped massively, so you expect the potential pullback towards that level, which I completely agree with. And yeah, we took out the low, which is good. And yeah, we would expect a pullback. So I would have possibly done the same. And yes, we're already seeing some hourly breaks of structure, which is lovely. We have some liquidity. We have an hourly OB, this big pin bar right there. And you take that in decision, which is perfect. Look how good you are actually identifying. So like in my case, I would possibly take the, let's see, where is my, yeah, I would take the bearish candle like that. And again, yeah, it would have been a tap, but very good. This is a very nice type 1 entry. It's absolutely textbook. You have structure breaks, you have the manipulation, then basically your type 2. Right now, after we have this break of structure, then we can potentially expect a pullback here and a reversal. So let's see how it actually played out. But no, it actually went to stop loss. And again, you can see you could have actually scaled in right here, and it actually gave you a reaction, but then failed to continue higher and broke lower. But it's absolutely perfect trade. And you also managed to break even. Very good break even management, because you again kind of saw the reaction from here. So it's like, okay, so if it's going to reverse, it's going to reverse from here. And if it doesn't, cool. And then stop job, which is really good thing to do. Very nice. Wow. Okay, I think I made mistake. No, you did not make mistake. No, the only thing is that you traded again against the trend. So you should have been mindful, and you did really good to actually manage break even so fast. That is very nice. Yeah, no, the pattern was amazing. Need to identify my mistake. You don't have a mistake. Just because it's a break-even trade, it's not a mistake. Okay, losses are not a mistake. If you follow your plan, of course, and you follow it perfectly so far. I still don't have any remarks for you. There we go. This is a really nice trending market right now. The 4-hourly time frame has broken structure up. There is the OB, and we're coming down with a very nice corrective price action. We have 4-hourly OB, hourly, and 15 minutes. So we're possibly going to take it aggressive. Yes, there we go. There is the 1-hourly. There is the... Okay, so, okay, 1-hourly OB. Interesting how you have marked it right here, because this is the hourly, and I see 1 HOB. It's more like the sell, because again, your OB should be this one. What is it, bro?
50% of that OB, 15 minutes.
50%. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I see. I'm just talking about the 1-hourly OB right here. Yeah, basically you have this whole sell to buy right here, which is perfect. But the hourly OB is this one, this candle right there, which perfectly resonates with the 50-minute. And as you can see how perfectly it got tapped 50%. But again, amazing reaction right there. There is the sniper introduces New York Open. You have a sharp move to manipulate everything that happened during London. And then you have your TP. Yeah, this is really straightforward. And you won this one because it was very simply with the trend. Really nice. With the trend, push, pullback, very simple structure. You identified the areas and then you just got your trade. Wow. Milhan, I need to make a remark on some of your trades. Come on. This is a continuation trade. Straight. Could be avoided because according to premium, no. No, yeah, you're probably confused because you think like you can look at that range and that the market is already above 50%. But if the market was going to reverse, it should have reversed already. And if you see where is your supply, it's this one. So the supply got tapped, reacted, but then failed to break structure lower and then broke structure higher. So for me, this one is no longer valid if we don't respond from it the first time. Okay. And then basically we broke higher, higher, you just follow the structure until you fail. Until it actually breaks and then you go short. Absolutely perfect. No mistakes. And I think you should, after this backtesting session, you should raise your confidence a little bit because this was absolutely a high probable trade. Again, I think you were confused by this overall sell move right there. But again, if you cover 2.0 course, it teaches you actually how to flow with the market right now. Since here we're bullish, push, pullback, push, pullback, push, pullback, push, pullback, beautiful uptrend. So don't look too much on the left. Yes, be aware of what is on the left. For example, this OB, but the market already pulled back into 50%, probably right here. So from here, it should have reversed. From here, it should have reversed. Maybe here should have reversed, and then it actually broke up. So we clearly see that the momentum is up. So there is no way we go short. And you did exactly the right thing. So it's perfect. Very good. Trade 7. Okay, why doesn't it load? Come on, internet. I hope my internet doesn't go bad again. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, no drawings right there. Overall uptrend. So I'm just curious what you're looking at right now. Are you looking to buy from this zone, or are you seeing this as a break of structure to sell from that zone? This is what I want to see. We're possibly going to see there. Okay, you're looking to sell. So basically, remember you took a short from here. So the market has returned all the way back up there like this. And it has actually just, yeah, probably didn't fake above, But yeah, we can clearly see the shift right there, potential pullback. So I do like it. Let's see how it plays out. Yeah, there is the hourly time frame, manipulation, break of structure, buy to sell, liquidity. That is the OB, of course, that I'm going to look at as well. And I'm going to be mindful of this one also. So if I get stopped on that one, I'm going to make sure to strike also on this one possibly. But this is the one that actually broke structure lower. But this one also kind of broke structure right here. So both of them are kind of valid. So let's see how it actually played out. Very nice. Again, I really like it because the overall delivery right here is what I want to point your attention to. You have a consolidation, manipulation, big sell-off. That broke structure. So this area is really good. That's really good. And it's also coming from a mitigation on the left. So basically the trend is down. We have all of that mess right there. Asian open. So this trade was taken during Asia. So possibly we might think that it's not realistic because you possibly are not trading at that time. But again, you can see it just melted. So what you could have done if you missed that trade, break of structure, which one broke the structure? It's this big quick, which is an OB. Another break of structure. What broke the structure? This OB. Another break, this OB. So you can see you have trade from Asia, we have trade right here, and then a trade right here. So 4 trades you could have literally smashed this market. Okay, again, nothing to say, bro. You're so good. I'm just waiting for a chart that I can say something. Okay, let's see. Okay, this should be the same one. Yeah, okay, so you exactly took this one that I mentioned. There you go. Very good, bro. Wow. Very good. Structure break. There is the first trade, break, retest. Okay, so you actually took the second one. That was the first one. Then you saw the other break. And then you take the third one, actually. And yeah, exactly. Again, bro, nothing to say, bro. Wow. You just read my mind there. Okay. To be honest, bro, I feel quite uncomfortable because I just cover your trades and it's just flawless. I have nothing to say. And I usually speak a lot. Okay. Flawless. So there's our sell. Beautiful. The market has trended down. I'm really curious. Why didn't you trade this one? Possibly we didn't provide an entry. But right now we made a lower low. The market pulls back. Perfect. And you're possibly trading again. Yeah. After the break of structure. So I'm curious if you could have gotten from the top as well, utilizing your approach, because I do think you could have. Asian range, London manipulates. Okay, a lot of trades that you could have taken here. Basically, yeah, you could have taken this one, broke structure, maybe a stop loss or a break even. And then possibly you can take this one as well. As I told you, when you have 2 OBs side by side like this, there was a previous example as well, the previous trade. You can play both of them. And usually you're so good at spotting those levels. If your level is right, it's going to give you a good reaction. So you're always going to have the market do this. So if you took the trade from here, then it broke structure, then possibly you can maybe go to break even if you want to. And then again, this one also reacted, broke structure. And yeah, right now we're trading from this one. Asian liquidity, London manipulation, New York should pump down. Let's see if it did. Okay, 15-minute setup, really nice. The only thing that I don't like is, yeah, it's slightly flat, looks like a double top, but of course we broke structure lower and we pull back for retest. And I'm not sure if you covered 2.0, Milham, but this is an absolute textbook 2.0. This is the 50-minute and an overall downtrend. We combine it also with OBs. And then we have the market consolidate, pullback, EMA like this. The market slows down, break below, retest. Let's see how this one worked out. Huh? Where is it? Okay, there's the result. I haven't opened it. Ooh, look at that, man. That one was textbook. This one is textbook in terms of manipulation and 2.0 as well. So you've done an absolutely amazing. Maybe I would miss this trade due to broker spread. No, you're not, because there were quite some wicks right there tapping into your entry. And yeah, you probably trade with limits. Sorry for the noise, bro. Right. You probably trade with limits only, but if you have the opportunity to stay on your charts and look at it and take it and live execute, that would be much better, because yeah, sometimes it's gonna miss you like this. But hey, bro, not a bad trade. No, is there something that need work? No, nothing. It's you literally read my mind, and you're really good. Okay, 10 trades. 10th trades. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Okay, again, one of those extreme trades that you just spot something on the left like this, which is something that I don't do a lot, but of course, I really like your approach. So I totally encourage you to do so, because yeah, again, you can see that the market is in a perfect uptrend and we're tapping in that really extreme level, which is really good because it has liquidity, liquidity, liquidity right there. And this is basically the extreme. So if the market is going to react from somewhere, it's going to do it from here. Okay, so you actually, again, pick a great spot to take a trade from. Hourly time frame, again, same pattern, bro. Manipulation, range, big manipulation. But we start breaking lower, and the break is yeah, it's very weak, which is something that I don't like, but I do like your setup. And okay, so what did you do right there? Let me probably check your notes. During engage session, price trending down, creating trend downside, was an imbalance of 5 minutes. Okay, so you basically waited for this one. So you did not enter aggressively from here. You waited for it to play, then you waited for the bearish pressure down, and then you went on the 5 minute, and there is your setup. Again, type 1. And bro, those setups do not happen nowadays. I'm telling you. When is this? Okay, this is before August. Oh man, because that is just so textbook. Like it's equal highs, manipulation up, down, break of structure. You just take your entry from here and you just win it. It used to be so simple. There we go. Yeah, nothing to say, bro. I am just challenging you to find those setups nowadays, especially on EU. You're gonna, oh, this is GU already. Okay, okay. But yeah, absolutely textbook. And I'm really happy that you also dropped to the 5 minutes. It's really good. You kind of saw that the 15 minutes was reversing. Then you felt that you should drop to a lower time frame to find a refinement. And basically you found where to trade it from, which is really great. Yeah. Oh man, I look forward to the trade that I'm going to have something to say. Patience. Exactly. But I do think you were patient right there. Okay. 3, 4. Okay. Again, I really like this one because we definitely see that the market is starting to change down. The only thing again that I'm worried about is this big wick. Yeah, because this is basically the OB. We tap inside, but it's really flat. I don't see the bullishness. I don't see the bullishness, and what I see is big bearishness coming from here. So definitely, I'm also looking for the short right there. Let's just see how it looks like. So you have a 50-minute OB that possibly comes from the left. And what I can also see is that you have an hourly OB overall, and then probably inside you have a 50-minute OB, which is perfect. And you take one of your aggressive entries. Right here, you had a couple of structure breaks. So again, yeah, you mark the structure break. You possibly could take a trade from here. You have a little reaction, but then it actually goes up. I really like it. So again, like why, my next question is, so why not from here? Where is your OB? Then you actually wait for the spike up. So that is really interesting because yeah, that would have been a trigger right there. The market goes down, actually breaks structure. And then what you can say, oh, okay, we're reversing right now.
Of that OB.
What is
Again,
it?
50%.
50 minutes, yeah. But I see that, for example, the OB was tapped from this move as well, from this right here. So didn't you get tapped on this one, for example? Possibly. Yeah, you probably don't remember because yeah, you did this a long time ago, possibly. But yeah, it's just something to comment on because yeah, if you were live trading again, this is Asian range. You had a beautiful manipulation. So for me, the way you trade, that is 100% entry. And then what we have is a break lower that broke structure. So for me, this would have been type 2 entry. So then it manipulates higher and you take it on the manipulation. And yeah, there it is. This is usually GU. GU is going to do this. It's going to tap you. it's going to manipulate again. So possibly real time, you were thinking of this and you wanted to see 50% of the OB manipulated, or you just didn't think that this is a valid entry. Okay. Yeah, slightly confused right there, because I do think if you follow your rules, you should have taken a trade from here, and I don't see it. Maybe you took it, maybe it's a break even, possibly, but okay. Trade 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're in nice trending markets, break of structure to the downside. The market has pulled back all the way up into our 4-hourly OB. Personally, what I would do is I would also take this wick, because you can see then later in market spikes right there. And let's see. So basically, you have the market shifting right there. It's an overall big push, and this looks like a correction to me. But yeah, again, keeping in mind where is it on the 4-hourly time frame and in this overall downtrend, I do agree with the short. Yeah, so we should not really pay attention to this move up. On the 50-minute, we have the market structure shift, we have the break of structure, and you have your 50-minute demand right here, which is perfectly correct. But again, like, yeah, we broke, we mitigated. Then for you, possibly this one could be liquidity, because basically you actually took this one out. And yeah, possibly this is why you execute from here. Yeah, and not from here, for example, which is also valid. But then if you execute from here, then your stop loss should go above this one. And yeah, then basically there's your break even, and then it actually got to stopped out at break even, which is absolutely perfect. So great management on this one. And again, for me, I think you did this another time. You waited for the market to pull back, and once it gave you the reaction, that's when you go break even. Because if the market breaks structure, where can it potentially pull back to? Into the new 15-minute OB or 5, which is this area. So it taps inside, it gives you the reaction, but then it reverses. So after the reaction, this is when you can go break even. But of course, if you go break even after a break of structure, that is perfectly fine. I'm going to speak about break even management in the bootcamp after a few days. Yeah. 50-minute structure. 50-minute OB. Yeah. Exactly. Perfect. Okay. 13. Yeah. So yeah, overall, again, bearish. We had that push down. This is where you got break even. We had another manipulation, then we have a break. Okay, so that is absolutely valid. 1 hourly OB, there is the range on the hourly. Then we have a push down. This is a break of structure, also taking liquidity. Interesting that okay, so you missed the entry from here. And then you look at the little shift, which is a very nice 2.0 setup as well. Exactly. Okay, did you use an even lower time frame than that? Okay. Yeah, I'm just asking because yeah, the entry is perfectly valid. This is the 15 minutes. Okay. So yeah, basically this is okay. You only have the hourly. Yeah. Okay, so you only have the hourly. The market pulls back into the hourly, so you don't take the trade from here. It taps. You see a little reversal, and then you just little push down, pull back. You enter from here, and very tight stop loss. Again, this could have very easily spiked into right here. So again, I find sometimes some inconsistencies in your approach. Sometimes, for example, you're not gonna take the trade from here, but you're gonna set your limit right there in the middle, for example, because this, for example, is an OB that you would have identified. This little guy right there. So I do think your entry should have been here, knowing how you trade so far, but then you actually saw this, you saw a little pullback right there and took a trade from here, which is perfectly fine. It really resonates with a 2.0 setup. Again, range, break, pullback, continuation. So good job on actually adapting to this one and taking it. But again, I question you, like, wasn't that an entry? Something to think of as well, because there are some little inconsistencies that I find in your charts right there. Price broke structure, got liquidity, and price reached hourly OB. I dropped to 15 minutes, 5 and 3. Okay. Well, brother, I am lacking the 3 minutes. If I saw the 3 minute right there, I totally agree. Yes, because on the 3 minute, you have the shift and you have the break there. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was throwing some critiques because again, based on the 15 minutes, You should have chosen the upper one, but if you drop to lower time frame, that's fine. Okay, so we're having again an OB right there, big push down, consolidation, manipulation above all of that, consolidation. We look for the shorts. Absolutely textbook. Nothing to say about this one, and I do think that this one is going to drop. Very nice, big, hard time frame consolidation, hard time frame manipulation. We should see a new low on this one. And let's check your entry. Okay, liquidity break, break, break. There is your 15-minute OB as expected right there. Aggressive entry. It's not aggressive, just type 1. It's, you can even say that it's type 2 because your type 1 is right there. This is basically the first break. Then there is your first trade that didn't trigger. Then you have a continuation lower. So you basically already trade with the momentum. And yeah, you get triggered. And yeah, there we go. TP at the lows. Nothing to say. Absolutely nothing to say. And yeah, if you look for scale-ins, this could have been a potential scale, but it actually didn't trigger you. Let me check your notes. After that, I sold them below. Thinking my broker spreads. Yeah, okay, okay. 9.87%. Exactly. Okay, yeah, again, bro, nothing to say. I am just wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this one is tricky right now. So again, I'm going to question you on this one. I think you've done this before, but you have a break of structure lower. And then basically your OB should be right here for sure. But right now, this was a big pump up that kind of broke structure for me to the upside. So for me personally, this one is a change of trend right now. And I would look for a pullback and a continuation higher. Although I said that we should break the lows. If we have this very sharp move up, for me, this turns into longs for me. But of course, it's currently at this very high area. So you can look for the pullback. And it's a very quick trade. So I agree with that. Probably you trade it from the 15. Yeah, there is your pattern again. So we have the OB, the market pushes lower. I lack a break of structure right here, to be honest. This one did not really break anything. Yeah, it broke some of those, but are those major ones? No, they're not. Why? Because they didn't make a high. And then we actually tapped into this demand right there. Asian range. This one did not even break the high of the Asian range. So for me, bro, this is actually a risky trade. You've called some other trades risky, but this one is the risky trade because first it's against the trend. It doesn't have really bearish momentum showing you. But yeah, of course, there we go. It plays out really nicely. And this is the 5-minute. Yeah, on the 5-minute, it's really nice because again, you have like this push, pullback, push. Then basically you have the introduction of sellers and you have liquidity, which is what GU loves to do. And then it goes to the extreme, your stop loss is above, and you're very quick in taking your profits, which is very good. TP 5.17. You have comments, choppy PA on the hourly, nothing clear. And manipulate, price broke below and manipulated higher. Yes, but technically, then this one should become your OB. Technically, this one. So after this one is broken, then we should turn bullish, like just following simple. What is your thoughts on this one, bro? What do you think? Is it your mic again? Let me try. Okay, I don't hear you, bro.
Hello, bro.
Yes, bro.
I was thinking that big OB on the left.
Yeah, yeah. So for you, this is still valid. The OB on the left.
I was only focused on this, I think.
Okay, okay. No, again, that is perfectly fine, bro, because an OB can be tapped a couple of times. So that is perfect. I'm just kind of asking you what was your, because this is a break of structure, but if it breaks structure, then it creates a lower high, and the lower high is this one right here. So yeah, basically this one right now is a high. But yeah, this is just little comments. If you think that this level is too hot, absolutely, because we come again and react. But I'm really curious to see your next trade, if it's actually gonna be close to that price action, to see if it actually went down overall. Yeah, there we go. And you continue shorting. So there is this one. So top aside, we pull back, we continue to make new higher highs. And then you see this push to the downside that didn't really break structure, yet you still go for the short. And I feel like you're slightly going against the trend on the past two trades. Let's see what you did. Okay, so you spot an hourly OB. Yeah, very nice hourly OB, by the way. Yeah, the hourly time frame is bearish. I agree. Consolidated, big wick, liquidated above, break of structure, liquidity, pull back into the big wick of the hourly and into a 50-minute OB. Yeah. And it's good that you went break even. This trade was triggered during a New York session. And then it just went into Asia. Okay, that is a break even trade. Wasn't a bad setup, but 4H was trending up. I'm really happy you identified this. Congratulations for this. This is really good. And I was short buy, so maybe that's the reason. Very good. You again read my mind. You're very good. And you have a devil right there. Very nice. Okay, that's a lot of pictures right there. It's a good trade problem. Okay, so yeah, this is correct. Again, it's a very extreme OB. And again, the question is, what is the trend? So we went into the highs, then we pulled back. This was demand. The demand failed to hold. Right now we're bearish. Push, pull back, potentially going down. But of course, you spot this extreme level and you expect a potential reaction. So potentially, where do you expect it to go? Maybe it's somewhere into 50% of this overall range, which is right there. So let's see how you framed it. Yeah, so we have an hourly break, which is really important. And you spot a 50-minute OB. What is that 5-minute OB? I really like the pattern. I'm just a bit, so we have the consolidation, have a very nice manipulation, a very big push up. So for me then, this is your OB. And you have something in the middle, which is a 5-minute one. Asian range. Spike below Asia, which is correct. I just want to see the 5 maybe to see. Okay, so you use the breaker block thingy. That is fine. That is fine, but I want you to be consistent with those patterns. So I see this for the first time using this sort of technique and not buying it from down there. So I would love to see it at least 2 or 3 more times if you used it once. So let's see. This is something that I'm going to be watching out for. And yeah, the trade really worked out very nicely. But again, knowing you, the trade should have been down there at the 50-minute OB. But you spotted this one, which is perfectly correct. And of course, if this is in your plan, that's great. But I would love to see it at least a couple of times. So let me check your notes of the previous OB. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you know, but this is called the breaker block. And it's basically an OB that was broken. So this OB, like this was an OB, but it just broke down. Yeah, it's basically more like support and resistance. I don't like it, and I don't recommend you to trade it. But if it's in your plan, let's see if you have another trade with it. Structure, yeah, liquidity. Okay. Let's carry on. Okay. This is 4H. We have a push lower break structure right there. So possibly this is the OB for me. And yeah, this looks really good. Just really good. Again, you use this one on the left. Sometimes you look really too far on the left, which of course could be a good thing. Okay, could be a good thing.
Yeah, I should see recent one. Recent OB.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. But for example, you could have also maybe taken this one, because that one is actually the new one that broke structure down.
Yes.
Exactly. And yes, there you go. And you just simply enter from that zone. Very simple. And of course, if you just pair it with this new little one on the hourly, you have the 4-hourly as well. Liquidity. This is possibly opening of London. Yeah. And yeah, you basically got a break even. The market pushed away, pulled back, already mitigated your entry, pull back, break a structure, again mitigated, push. So you're definitely 100% break even on this one. And then of course it goes up And why does it go up? Well, possibly because we had, again, this mitigation of this extreme that you took your long trade. And overall, again, yeah, but we had a break of structure right here. So the sell is valid, but possibly overall is just an uptrend. This is why the trade didn't work out. Unfortunately, break even. Should have traded more than twice. No, in your occasion, it was retesting a new OB. As I told you, this one is a new one. So it's fine. It's fine, but yeah, possibly you might avoid trading from OBs that are tested more than twice. 2 times, it's fine. Okay, so we're on the hourly time frame right now. A break of structure, push. Big wick. The big wick is coming from this zone. Okay, but then it pushes down and it fails to break lower. Then it creates a consolidation, Asian range. So this is a really good entry right there. It's exactly below the Asian range, exactly below this consolidation. So let's see. Yeah, so your entry is on the 50% of it. Yeah. Yeah, so you basically look for a little spike below Asian range, which we had. Okay, and then it actually manipulated again down. And it took it like this, almost. So where is your stop loss? Is it below the 1 HOB? Yeah. Okay, very good stop loss placements and very good entry as well. It spiked you first, so I wonder you wouldn't tap right there. So just showing you like this, so you're not in from here. And then you actually wait for another spike. Okay, then you get the reversal and then the market just takes off and you target the highs. I really like your targets as well. You're really good with target setting. You always set the TP at the highs and you just take your profit. So that's very good. Price workout structure, exactly. Deep when I said buy limit at 50% of the 50-minute OB. Exactly. Very good. Very good. Okay, let me delete the previous. Wow, bro, I have nothing to say. This backtesting session is a textbook for others, especially the ones that wish to work more with the higher time frames. 4H time frame, yeah. So you take the bullish candle. This is your OB. What I would also consider is this big wick because that is actually the orders. But of course, it's exactly there, which is fine. We have a reaction from it. Then we come back and you look for a trade. Possibly we have a break of structure on the hourly. There's the break of structure on the hourly. Liquidity. And let me see where you actually take your trade from. What is the green line? Possibly a lower time frame. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm not sure what the green one is. Possibly a 5-minute or even a lower one. But yes, on the 15, let me see if you have notes maybe. 5-minute OB, I couldn't show 5-minute because it's not covering everything. Okay. Yeah, very good that you actually explained. And yeah, look at that sniper right there. Very nice, bro. Nothing to say. You utilize very well the Asian range. You know where the liquidity is. You wait for the spike. You have the hard time frame analysis, so it's absolutely perfect. Your targets are also really good below the lows, and we can see where the market is actually going, possibly to that area. Very good. Again, nothing to say about this one as well. Trade 21. Okay, so again, we have an hourly break of structure right here. Slightly worried about the overall bullishness, but again, it's been flat at the highs, break of the low, tap into the OB, and then you actually look for a 50-minute entry potentially. Yeah, so there is London, nothing, liquidity. There is a big liquidity grab right there. And then basically we start seeing the reaction. So let's see how you entered. From the 5-minute, beautiful. Manipulation, pullback, higher low, failure to make a new higher high, creation of a lower high, pullback. So this is where the 2.0 knowledge comes in. And that is absolutely textbook. And it's also very simple. Again, it's a new OB, you take it from the OB, and then it just goes down. You make it too simple, bro. It's really nice. Nothing to say again. Nothing. It's really strange, but nothing to say. And sell limit before OB of spread. So 4.27 R. Absolutely nailing it. Bro, don't we have a loss on this session? Come on. I want a losing trade, bro. No losses. Okay, 4H, yeah, we broke structure up. This is the extreme. 4HOB, you took the bullish candle. So again, consider always wicks because there is always something inside the wick. Let me check the hourly. Yeah, so you again take the same.
Yes, I thought to ask you about the wicks.
Yeah, well,
Should I
basically,
say
if you have a big wick like this, that also
yes?
takes liquidity like that, you can just take the wick like that. So this can be your whole area. And if you start dropping to the 15 to the 5 minute, you're always gonna have an OB inside the wick. As you can see, like a 15-minute OB, you can find it even in the wick. So basically, I don't want to say that it's wrong, but after this big wick, this is not an OB right there because it was basically broken. So the actual,
Yes, yes.
if you just want to understand the why you got this move, it's from the wick. It's not from these things on the left, because those things actually did nothing. This was the manipulation. So the market was really pushed down and then a big move. So basically, this is your sell to buy. And the sell happens inside the wick. So this is where the banks were selling and then in order to buy. And yeah, basically, usually 50% of the wick is going to get tapped. And there you go, the tap. So let's see. Liquidity, Asian range. And again, you enter in the middle of Asian range. So again, if we think realistically, would you have taken this trade? Probably not if you don't trade Asia. And yeah, slightly aggressive again. Yeah, just taking it like this from the 50-minute OB on the left. Yeah, but yeah, again, I like it. Liquidity, manipulation below liquidity. You also have the structure break above. And yeah, then it just keeps carrying on. Let me check your notes. I said buy limit at 50-minute OB when coming into a price of that range. In mid session, AU took out trend line liquidity. Exactly. Nothing to say again. It's just yeah, it's in the middle of Asia, and I would have loved to see, for example, a break and then potentially to jump on the continuation, but I don't see it actually playing out nicely. Okay, I do agree with it, although it's a slightly strange trade. 23. Why doesn't it load again? 3. Okay. Yes. So we're having a push down. My question is, or my remark will be again, we're coming from the wick and we're in an uptrend, push, pullback. We should be expecting a high. So basically right here, you're what did I do? You are counter trend trading on this one. But yeah, let's see how it played out. And basically it wicked above your OBs, yet you still take the trade. But yeah, you can definitely consider it as manipulation, or it's just a retracement trade. So you have a big pump up, liquidity was taken, and you just look to take it down into the next buy area, which is what you did. 50 minutes, I don't really love this one, bro. 5 minutes. Yeah, this is the only trade I disagree with because yeah, we kind of broke structure, but again, is it a major structure? Did it make a high? Not really. Ranging, yes, top right there. It's really weak, but yeah, I think it's gonna work out. Yeah, this is your trade. I would have been much happy with this trade right there. Instead of taking it like this without much confirmation, then you have the break, you have a lower low, you have a lower high. There is your trade, and then it worked out. So that is my remark about this trade. But again, really well spotted. It's your style. Clear break and retest. Exactly. Stop loss above the highs. Yep. It's not that clear in 50. So I really like it when it's not really clear in the 50-minute for you. Then you drop to a lower time frame. So that is really good that you have learned to do this. Okay, carrying on. Yeah, breakout structure. I do agree with this one now because right now we have a breakout structure. Yes, it does look more bearish than bullish, this one. So I do agree. For hourly OB, again, cover the wicks always. So if you take it from here, cover the wick as well, this one. Hourly, yes, again, you can mark as well your hourly OB. It should be this one, tapping inside. And let's see, Asian range, the market starts with a move up, travels towards this area. You have a sharp move down that possibly breaks structure on the 15-minute. And yeah, there is your trade. Again, very simple. This is a really good pattern that you really nicely identify. You have an uptrend. The market reverses, breaks lower, reverses. So this becomes liquidity. This is the one that broke. There's the one that broke. This becomes liquidity. We pull back into the extreme and then we flush. There is your pattern. This is a really good one. And those are your best trades. When I see you take trades like those, I immediately agree. And there you go. TP at the Asian range and it actually hits. Nothing to say again. This is one of your best trades right there because it was with the trend, with the overall trend. You had great areas to trade from right there. And you also waited for a 50-minute break of structure and the entry is there. Very nice. 25. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't see what happened on the top right there, but we have an OB here, which is absolutely correct. I really like this OB, how you have taken it. And again, it wicks below it, but just because it wicks, it's still valid. It needs to close with a body usually. Of course, I've heard different people as well. They say if really the OB is invalid even by a wick, it's invalid. Then other people say if only a body close below the OB is going to invalidate it. Yeah. Some people say that they only consider 50%. If it drops below 50%, then it's no longer valid. But yeah, again, what I want to point to your attention is the wick. So you can see this is where it actually reacted. It did not react from the top, it reacted from the wick right there. That's your entry. Yeah, so this is the hour. So yeah, you have an hourly OB, didn't respect it, it pushed down, failed to make a new low. So we have a shift, we have push, break construction. Then again, you use this as liquidity, which I like. Because again, the thing is, this is a really good setup again. But you have the OB and you get the open tap right there. But again, you still have the wick. And as you can see, the wick really resonates with the 50-minute OB that you possibly have, which is right there. Okay. So this one was actually liquidity. And although you had the structure breaks, so what a lot of us will do is, okay, so cool, we have a break, then I'm going to take this buy right there. Because that is when the structure is broken, okay? But then usually the market is going to potentially grab.
Like to do that.
What is it, bro?
I don't like to take that middle one.
Exactly. That is really good. That is really good because that is immediately going to increase your win rates, as we can see with your backtest. But this gives you a reaction and yeah, then it just started ranging, which is good to be a break-even trade. Yeah. Because then it went into drawdown. After the drawdown, you pushed up and you're possibly stressing. So you just go break-even and then it actually hits stop loss. Good. Very good management on this one. And I like the trades. I like it. Should look for trades. Yeah. You could have maybe skipped this one, but I still think it's fine. So yeah, don't do what you do. It's really good. You're nicely aggressive and you also know what you look for. Okay, so 1 hourly is push up, cool. Break of structure, but in an overall downtrend. So if we jump on the 4 hourly, this is a push, this is a pullback into the 50%. So this is when you look into premium and discount. Because on the 4 hour, this is the high, this is the low, and this is 50%. So basically, this is the pullback above 50%. So it should start going lower already. And yeah, then we have this is a really good, again, break of structure, push up. This is the continuation setup usually. And there we go. Okay, you manually close right there. Very nice trade. Very nice. Break of structure, push, pullback. Top again, we really see this is all AU. It's a pair that I really want to trade. It always leaves this little liquidity spots just to take them out and go. It's very good to see. And then basically targeted the high. Very good. It possibly, yeah, I see that it made a high. It possibly went to this little zone right there. Maybe. I don't think so, but okay, let's not spend too much time on this one. It's absolute textbook. I really like this one. You have the structure break, you have the continuation. This is the correct OB. Good. Because of ugly P. There's, I said, yeah. Wow, bro, I want to see a loss. I want to see a loss, but I don't think we have one. You're really good at your break-even management as well.
I don't have a loss.
Don't have a loss, bro. Oof. Okay. So this one is really nice right now because again, the market is in an overall uptrend, breaking structure. But as I told you, it was possibly traveling towards this one right there. So we tapped inside. So right now it's all about the battle of supply and demand. Who's going to win? Okay, so we pull back very nicely. We get the long from here. But right now we tap into potential supply, which is not really technically valid, because if it was a valid supply, it should have made a new lower low right there. Then basically pull back and continuation. But of course, this is the place where the market initiated the sells. So it's valid, but not entirely again. Hourly OB got tapped. You waited for the OB to get tapped. Then you have probably a 15-minute or a 5-minute break. Yes, there is your higher high, higher low, higher high, break of the higher low right there. So lower high, lower low. And yeah, very simple 2.0 setup right here. There we go. It actually really reversed. Wow, I didn't expect such a reversal on this one. But very nice and good job, bro, for keeping the stop loss above. But because you could have went greedy and maybe set something like this in the middle, but you kept it above, which is really good. So keep it up. Again, oh man, I wish I want to say something about your trades, but no. Shouldn't take trades after New York session. This was just for backtest. This is Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, yeah, this one is a good pair. I'm really looking to start trading this one because EU is really bad nowadays. Aussie dollar tends to move all day, even during Asia. Okay, so this one is really ranging right there. I really don't like this one immediately. But of course, you're really good at spotting the entry levels. So you have a 50-minute OB, overall 1 hour OB that was tapped first time. Then it failed to make. What is it, bro?
Me too. Don't like it.
Yeah. I'm sure you don't. And then actually didn't break structure lower. So that's not nice. But yeah, let's see. You have a 50-minute OB. On the 50-minute, you have a nice thing. High, higher, low, higher, high. Shift of structure. When did it shift? It shifted from here. You take your aggressive entry from here. Liquidity target is below the liquidity. And I do think this is going to rocket down. Yeah. You're very good, bro. Very good pattern recognition. And even in imperfect market, you still manage to find the trade. Exactly. And you understand liquidity really well. Where exactly is it lying? Can I type? Okay, I can't. But yes, so very good. What did you say? Not a bad trade. Yeah, it's not a bad trade, bro. Not a bad trade at all. Okay, again, one of those trades that we have an extreme level, an overall uptrend market. We tap inside, we liquidate above. So we have a range, the market manipulates above, and right now we look for the breakdown. Hourly time frame kind of broke right there. So we have Asian range, London opens, sharp move up. We consolidate, then we push lower. So I need to see the 15. And yes, I'm going to say yes to that trade. Because yeah, it's just simple. You waited for a shift. You waited for the break. A 15-minute OB is this one for you. Yeah, because this one is actually engulfed. But then you already have a move inside and then you have a runaway. Okay. So basically for me, the OB is inside this wick right there. Because if you take it the whole, cool, but in the wick is where the actual move started. So I do think that this is the entry. And as you can see, actually that wick was not broken. Yeah, just little refinements that I can point out because you're literally perfect. So all I can do for you in this session is to just point out the little things that you can add to your understanding. But yeah, I really like this one. I have something in the chat. I turned on anything else. Oh no, it's not a problem, bro. I was just curious because I was seeing it was showing some mistakes there. But yeah, I don't need to type. No, it wasn't mistakes, but it was I have Grammarly or something. That's yeah, it doesn't matter. Very good trade. Very good one. Okay, bro. I'm getting tired of just very good trades. I want to see some bad ones, but you don't have them. It's not nice. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, massive impulse down. This is where the origin was. I do agree. And you just sell right there from 4-hour OB, which is perfect. Imbalance, Asian range, really rushing to go somewhere during London. I really like it. We have seen this entries quite some time, so I'm not gonna critique you that it's aggressive because you have taken it before as well, and there it is again working out. Wow, look at that banger, man! Literally rushes into the highs to mitigate full hourly OB, taps inside, imbalance as well, all liquidity on the left, and then it just reverses. Again, I'm just like covering it, and I have nothing to say. It's just no comments, and I like this one because, and I agree with you because you have taken it at least a couple of times. And I still haven't seen the one with the breaker block that you took in the middle. Below entry point. Good. Oh, so what are we doing here? It's an overall sell bias market. You know, overall downtrend. I see a push lower, broke down. So this is a mitigation push pullback. This could be a potential tap. So yeah, there are buys, but there are sells. Okay, look for sells. What? Oh, this is daily, bro. Okay. This is daily. There is the full hourly. All right. So again, we tend to see with your situation is that sometimes you get a fake above the OB, but it's not a body close above, and then we basically reverse. But for me, this one is slightly risky because we're still bullish. This one made a high, this one made a higher low, so we can potentially expect a higher high. But yes, on the 15-minute, it's still slightly bullish for me, but this is exactly the point where you have demand and you have supply. So this is the point where you're actually gonna have the supply overtake because you're in a full hourly OB. So this is why this one is gonna work out, because you're trading from the absolute extreme, okay? Because if you do the same from right here, let's say that this is a break and pullback, maybe you could have taken this trade, but it doesn't work because it's not at the highs. So let's see. This is what was that? Okay, this is a 1 hour. There is the 15-minute. Lots of liquidity. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Nothing to say again. It's one of your aggressive entries. Just identifying your level, just pulling the trade from right there, and then just nailing it. No trades after New York. Was that after New York? Could be. But yeah, just keep with your approach. You're not really required to trade really specific sessions. Because you trade the hard time frames, your session can trigger sometime, your trade could trigger sometime in Asian session. So it's not a problem. The problem is the volatility if you trade the lowest time frames, because then you need actually moves. Okay, so this one is a bearish. There is your short, massive continuation, full hourly OB tapped already, pushed down, and again we come to tap. And there is your level, but you of course keep the bigger one, which is perfectly correct. Again, we've seen this many times with you. And again, aggressive trades, very extreme, big push down, all the madness that happens in the middle, we don't care. London opens, taps inside, and we just let it play. And it possibly hits TP or the Asian low.
London Open.
What is it, bro?
I like London Open.
You like, very good. The past two trades were exactly the same. You had an extreme, you had London Open, a very sharp push into the highs, and this worked really nice with EJ as well. So you can definitely, and it's really good with the way that you trade, because you can focus on a lot of trades, or on a lot of pairs. I just took the trade neckline. Wait for more confirmation. No. If you see that you're doing good like this, keep doing it. I will not even tell you to go to the lower time frames, because you're doing an amazing job staying above the 5 minute. Maximum 3 minute, and this is only gonna be if you don't see anything clear. Okay, so this one you literally look for a higher low. It's not at a point of interest as well. So this is slight inconsistency from your side. Maybe you can drop this one. And what about if this is a consolidation? We have a push down and then a push back up. So this is something that I can question. But yeah, we see a break of structure in the 15, another break of structure in the 15. OB is very clear, and we're overall seeing the shift. The only thing that you're lacking right there is a hard time from OB. And yeah, there is your 2.0 setup. basically this one worked because it was a 2.0. We have a massive impulse, very nice correction. And what you wait for is for the 15-minute to turn from a downtrend. Flat, break, retest at an OB, and then explodes. Ah, bro. Nothing to say. I think you also studied 2.0 really nicely. I see how it's like, I just see the patterns and how well they translate also to manipulation. Okay, we have a flower lobby right there. The market taps inside. Again, liquidates above it, which is really interesting. It happens a lot. We've seen this and you still persist. Yeah, liquidity, New York Open, massive manipulation. We definitely expect the market to go there. And let's see how you framed it. Okay, we've had similar trades like this one. Basically, yeah, break of structural consolidation, very sharp tap inside, which is a good signal because it suggests manipulation. And okay, you didn't reach your TP and hit break even, which is absolutely perfect. Brother, with your win rate, you're absolutely gonna milk the market. You're always get reactions and you're always going break even when the moment is right. That is really good. And I also see that this is trade 35. Your holding time, you can see it's pretty big. Okay, so that is perfect. So you possibly have to get used to that. But I do think you should definitely stick to this approach. Okay. Full HOB, push down, pull back, tapping into the full B. You already see the reaction with this big wick. So again, just to point it out to you, in the wick, there is something. Okay. And there is the wick. The wick is actually an hourly OB. And what you have also is a 50-minute OB. Same setup. Consolidation, manipulation, break of structure, imbalance, OB spotted, take your trade below, stop loss above, and win it. This person exactly the level, clear break, imbalance, and liquidity area. What can I say, bro? What can I say? I'm just covering your traits and it's such textbook. This is definitely gonna go in the course when the textbook setups. Okay, so there is the short. Wow, you should have hit. Oh, wow, bro. GJ's math. Then there is an OB on the left possibly that we don't see. You get a reaction. So yeah, then why are you not long right there? This is really good reaction possibly, but probably you wait for lower prices or you did not get an entry right there. And then so this is 1H, this is 4H. So when did the market move so much to the upside right here? Okay, I'm slightly confused because then I see the flower is down there. Then your purple line is up there. And okay, so you possibly waited for price to develop. And yeah, then there is your hourly OB, taps inside, reacts again from it. And then you just take a 2.0. Yeah, just a 2.0. Oh. Okay, yeah, this trade is different than the others. Yeah, when you execute it on the 5-minute break of structure retest. I like it. I like it. This was a missed entry right there. And then we continue higher. Beautiful. Very nice. I like how you adapt. Like you're really good at also adapting. When you miss your trade, you just keep going, and you of course catch the other one. Straight first. Exactly. Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens right there. So again, 4 hourly OB, you keep it. It was tapped once, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So yeah, this one is too much. This one is too much. But I think your setup is on the
trade is in profit.
What is it, bro, again?
My today's trade GU, I send you link.
Oh, it just hit take profit.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Yes, I see. Look at that. Exactly. Let me see. How did you take it? Possibly. So I saw you possibly took it from here. 50, maybe even on the 5-minute you have something. Yeah. Let me see. Copy link. Oops. What happens? Okay, there it is. Yeah. Again, OB's breakout structure, liquidity, same setups over and over. Just keep doing it, bro, and don't change anything at this moment. There's breakout structure, hourly OB, imbalance, hourly OB. Just take it from the imbalance. Stop loss could have been maybe a little bit above, and then we hit break even. Perfect. Just execute over and over again in the opposite direction of the trend. Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. It's started to move up, and again, the OB was tapped quite a few times. So this was not really nice to see, but of course, break even is fine. And this one I like because we've seen this trade many times from you. An OB push, the market does what it does. It returns back, and then you actually strike. Breakout structure on the hourly, I really like. Also hourly OB, also 50-minute OB. Breakout structure, London Open manipulated the Asian range, which is really good. Breakdown, this could have been a trade right there. This one could have been a trade like this. Then we break structure lower. There is your new OB. Oh man, this looks really good. Liquidity, New York Open, there it goes. Okay, this one did not work out nice, but it is what it is. The setup was absolutely textbook. It was range straight. Okay, this was on Friday. Okay. And I think that's it. Milhan, I have nothing to say, bro. To be extremely honest with you, I have nothing to say. The only thing that I'm gonna tell you is to keep doing what you're doing because you're really good. I forbid you, which means I don't want you to go to the 3-minute or the 1 minute. Because you're really good at this. You're really good at more like the swing approach. You can see your return. So I want you to start trading like this, become consistent like this. And then once you actually have the portfolio and the track record of being consistent like that, then you can possibly open another account or something like that to trade on the lower time frames if you are interested at all. So yes, I really I totally give you the green signal, deposit your live funds. I think we had the conversation. Was it with you about the broker that you wanted to deposit with? It was,
Yeah.
Yeah. So deposit wherever it is.
I have withdrawn money from that card.
Okay, so did you withdraw that money?
Yes, I withdraw. I'm waiting for money to come to my bank.
To your bank. And which broker are you gonna use then?
Same broker.
Same, Pepperstone.
I will do it again. Yes.
Okay, it's good, bro. Pepperstone are well regulated. I like them. It's good. Don't they also have a row account? Like
yes.
Exactly. So pick this one and you're good. You're good. Again, nothing to say, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing. You have the back tests. You have the confidence. Just keep doing the same thing over and over. Don't get stressed if you don't get a trade every single day. Because yeah, it's with your approach, you're gonna hold them a little bit longer. So you possibly look at that trade, 69 hours. Like that is insane. I'm gonna die for that time. 77 hours right there. Massive. But yes, it's just the way it is. And I promise you, this is actually the better way to trade because you trade with the higher time frames. And this is where actually the money is. You're not confused in the lower time frames. And you also make me think that I should be much more focused on the higher time frames rather than stressing on the lower ones. So again, bro, keep doing what you're doing. Keep me updated on your account. I totally give you the green signal to start trading live. Make sure to continue doing the same process with Notion and journal your live trades. And once you again cover let's say again 50 trades or 38 again, we can cover them again to have a look at your up-to-date performance. Okay. Brother, did you fall asleep?
No, bro, I'm listening.
Okay, good. Well, I think it should be late for you. What is it, Muhan?
Am I ready for live trading?
Exactly. Well, I wish you good luck, bro. So start trading right now and keep me up to date how it goes. I think it should
Okay.
be late for you right now, so it's time to go to bed. And yeah, keep me updated in the chats. I would love to see you also active in the chats in the group. Make sure to share your setups from time to time so we can get value from you as well. And yes, bro, let's see how it goes.
Okay, bro. Thanks.
Beautiful.